What up, what up, what up, what up, what up? This your boy Kinetic Energy, and this is Dirty Mouth Radio, produced by Livewire Sound and Entertainment.
Hey, it's Sade.
Sade, we
Yo, welcome on the scene. It's Trini. Big Trini.
Big Trini. It's your boy Cradle.
Yep. As you heard, we got a special guest. Big Trini in the building, man.
So it's 3 guys and a girl tonight.
Oh, shit. Ain't no cups, though.
Choo choo.
Ain't nobody get that shit.
Oh, my God.
Really?
Oh, hell
Have
no.
y'all seen that shit?
That shit is disgusting.
That's the
that
nastiest
shit's
shit I've ever
horrible.
seen in my life.
What is this?
It's called
Oh,
Two
you wanna
Girls
see it?
2 girls in a cup. You
In
never
a
heard
cup?
You never heard about
Like
that?
a
2
cup
girls
like this?
and a cup.
2 girls in a
Oh,
cup.
no, I
You
never.
never heard about that?
No.
Put like this, your life is better off not knowing.
Wonderful. Keep me in my little bubble.
Yeah.
Keep me in my
Stay in the
bubble.
bubble, because that
Yeah,
shit
my
will
bubble.
pop.
Once you see
my
that,
God.
All over your face.
Yo,
Ew.
And your chest.
Yeah, leave me in my
I was in the
bubble.
library when we looked at that shit the first time. I was like, what the fuck is this? Oh, shit!
Yeah, leave me in
And
my
the
bubble.
girls put us on that shit.
Yeah, that's
Nasty.
Some disgusting shit, man.
nasty ass.
That's some number 2 people stuff, boy.
Oh, hell no.
Yo, nah, I'm
We
not
get-
going to
we-
even start that shit.
No, go ahead, man.
You
Speak
ain't
your
gonna
mind,
people
man.
Kelly doing that, son.
Yo, what would it take?
Well, let's show her Kelly.
You fucking with a chick, right? And she be like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all doing y'all shit and stuff, you know what I'm saying? And then she be like, oh yeah, it's feeling good. Oh, daddy, take a shit on me. Take a shit on me. How? Wait. How bad does she gotta be for you to do that shit?
I wouldn't even want to use the bathroom on anybody. That's just nasty.
For a dude.
What kind of fetish is that?
I don't know.
You'd be
some
surprised
people-
what type of fetishes are out there.
I'm not doing none of this shit.
Ugh.
But yeah.
That shit's
Okay, would
disgusting.
you pee on a nigga though? Not
No.
saying. I know this is kind of X-rated. It's nasty, but I just be wanting to know. Cause
Why would you pee on someone?
Ask R. Kelly.
I don't know.
Some people down
Kelly
with
has
that shit.
Some
issues.
people like the
We-
pheromones.
No,
and
but
shit.
some people do like golden showers.
Yeah.
But I feel like when you come anyways, I feel like depending on
Well, if you a squirter, but
it, right. So what's the difference?
Oh shit. So you just admitted that you just be peeing?
No, I'm just saying what I'm saying. I'm not talking about my sex. That may be null and void. Thank you. But I'm just
Dirty mouth
saying.
stuff they've been looking for.
But I ain't gonna get it from me. I ain't gonna get it
Yo, I
from me.
can't, but I know some people who do, yo, and that's crazy, and they don't have a problem with talking about it either.
Yeah.
I'll be like, yo, I can't have it done, and I can't do it. It's just like,
it's there's certain lines you gotta draw to say
right.
enough is enough. Like
They be
What-
talking. What was that shit that what was that dude? What was that the comedian? He was talking about like stop words for sex or some shit. Who was that?
Kevin.
oh, Kevin Hart,
Yeah,
pineapple,
Kevin
what,
Hart.
what was he saying?
That was
pineapples.
pineapples.
Oh yeah, that's
That's
definitely
that
a pineapple,
bondage
bro.
stuff.
That's definitely a pineapple moment.
That's,
What,
pineapple.
golden
That's
shower?
pineapples, apples, oranges,
That's
chill.
all that shit. That's bitch.
That's
fucking stop.
leeches. We gonna get exotic. That's all the damn dragon fruits. That's every.
mango, stop.
Nah, bro.
Yeah, that's just.
Yeah, it was trying something.
Yeah, pause.
I ain't with
Like-
that shit.
Like, oh, give me a golden shower. What you want, some orange juice?
Yeah, get some of this orange mimosa.
Get you some
Put
mimosa.
some mimosa over
Put some mimosa on your ass.
Oh,
What Cardi B
God.
say? Had drink mimosas, had a pussy taste like have you eaten pussy?
Breakfast.
Yeah, breakfast mimosa.
Mimosas.
What the fuck?
Some shit like
Yo,
that.
he said wild shit on songs and shit. Eating groceries and shit. So it's funny what the butt tastes like groceries. That's nasty. That's fucking nasty.
Well, groceries is a variety of things. So it might taste like fruits. It might taste like chicken. I don't know.
This is what the shit tastes like fruit and chicken. I'm sorry.
I just said, right? It's a
What are we
variety of
talking about
things.
right now?
So I don't know. What episode is this? X-rated?
This is episode Dirty Mouth.
This
For
is
real,
like
for real.
episode
Motherfuckers
14
gonna
now.
be
This
like,
joint.
yo, what? How they gonna
Yo,
start?
we-
How they gonna start the show off like that?
Because we almost coming up on a whole year.
Yeah, man. A whole year.
Year's almost over.
Wow.
So what's up with this massive shooting shit?
So,
Comedic.
RIP to all of them, man. That's
It's sad.
Because it was two different ones, right?
Yeah.
it was one in.
El Paso.
Actually, it was three, wasn't it?
It was 3.
The one happened like a week before California or something.
Yeah, that was some
That was at a
garlic
festival.
festival.
Yeah, that was at a festival.
That was where?
In California,
In
the garlic
California,
festival.
Garlic Fest.
So you had that one. You had El Paso. You had
Okay.
Ohio.
Oh, that's
In
three.
Ohio. Yeah.
And then
three.
didn't you have what was the Walmart?
That was
That
El
was
Paso.
That was El Paso.
yeah.
Motherfuckers started shooting up in Walmart?
Yeah.
That's
man.
where the El Paso shooting was.
Man, see, that's why I don't be playing with these motherfuckers out here, y'all.
Man, this shit-
I be ready to go.
This is why everyone needs to have their concealed carry.
I need to get mine.
So how do you feel like talking about it? How do you feel about? First of all, how do you feel about concealed carry?
At this point in time, the way everything is going, I believe it's a necessity. It's a necessity because you got to defend yourself. Now, if you in Walmart and you had your concealed carry, you could protect yourself and other people. Just like in El Paso, there was that black guy that was a soldier.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He had his concealed carry on him. He didn't
Exactly.
shoot anybody, but he had it out and he was collecting kids and keeping
Yeah.
them safe.
Yeah.
So
So do you think because you have a concealed carry, you're obligated to do that?
you're not
That's a good
obligated,
question.
but I would say it's
Because some people got the concealed carry and they're like, man, fuck that shit.
I'm gonna mind my business.
What's up?
yeah. Some people want to mind the business, but some people you don't want to have to go through the headaches of dealing with the paperwork and the press and the police and the
Right.
DA.
Because there's a lot of shit.
Right,
Right,
you
there's a
wanna
lot of
get
shit that
arrested.
goes
you
with
got,
it.
You gotta get arrested for that shit.
Yeah.
To shoot somebody. And I think a lot of people, they just scared to shoot, like, the aftermath of them shooting somebody and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When it's like, when you think about the shit, you be like, God damn. But, like, when it come down to it, and you like, fuck it, it's like almost killing a roach. It's like this motherfucker's tripping up in my home or some shit.
Yeah.
I'm right.
Pop
I
it.
gotta
You know what I'm
defend.
saying?
That's true.
Then afterwards, you probably, I don't know how it feels afterwards, but I can imagine like killing somebody probably feels terrible.
It all depends on. I would say it all depends on one, your moral compass, and two, the situation. If you have to kill somebody in defense of yourself and loved
Yeah.
ones,
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna load
Then-
the whole clip,
yeah.
and then I might put in another one.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, all depends.
Let me phrase that magazine, cause you know niggas be tripping off that shit.
Yeah.
It's not a clip, it's a magazine.
Well,
Motherfuckers be arguing.
I mean, but see, okay, now we're talking about the concealed carry. You know, it varies from state to state
Yeah.
how concealed carry works. What do you think about the regulations when it comes to concealed carry? Do you think it should be fair all across the board, regardless of the state? Do you think that you should be able to carry a concealed carry in all 50 states?
You should be able to, because technically it is your Second Amendment.
Yeah. I think you should be able to. Because if I was able to be clear to get it in one state, what makes it different from another state?
Senators, Congress.
Well, I mean, I
Senators.
I understand, but if I'm cleared to have it, then I should be able to
My
use
thing-
it in whatever state
Because
I travel to.
in New York, even if you're caught with a magazine, you'll get time for that.
And
Same with
see-
DC.
And see, that's my thing too, like, cause I peep that shit. Like in some of these cities where it's a large like majority of like quote unquote minorities, since we seem to be the minorities apparently. It seems like in those places where it's high population of minorities, that's where they have the most gun laws and shit. And like in those states where it's like more of the other culture and shit,
More rural.
it's less fucking, you know what I'm saying? It's less requirements and shit. It's almost like they don't want us to have the fucking guns. They want to have all the guns and shit, but because they can have the guns and because of the laws and shit, we're allowed to get them and shit in certain places. You know what I'm saying? You ever think about that shit like that?
Well, also they also have the NRA backing them.
Mm.
So, like honestly, if there is a form of a black NRA that's out there, and I forgot the website, not the
Yeah.
website, the site that's on
I
Facebook.
know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
So I forgot it.
But NRA has their back. So if they get into an altercation and they have to defend themselves, the NRA will come help them.
One thing I noticed about the NRA when I was taking my concealed carry class, they had us watch this video straight from the NRA, and the spokesperson, guess who he was? He was black.
Black.
He was black.
Yeah.
And they had him, you know, talking about the NRA and this, and that. But when you hear about all these shootings from unarmed black men and cops, NRA is nowhere to be found.
Oh yeah, they're quiet.
Why? Why is that?
Because they have to, in my opinion, they have to work with their congressmen
Congress.
and their senators and their Washington people, so they can keep providing them the money and they can keep providing them the backing, like, all right, well, this happened, but we're gonna keep it hush.
I feel like they were against, like when Black Panther and all, they was speaking out when Black Panther and all them had their guns and stuff, but I feel like now with the cops, they like real quiet in our end.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Any cop on black shooting, they don't have a word to say.
Exactly. That's the shit that
So I always
was my mind.
I always wondered this shit. Like, if you were just a regular person, right, and like you got a gun, and you walk around with your concealed, and a cop rolls up on you, and you know starts fucking with you and shit, and he starts threatening to kill you and shit, are you allowed to protect yourself against that officer? And if you are, what methods can you use?
I feel like that's a gray area because
You know what I'm saying?
at the end of the day, you are protecting yourself.
Right,
But
but how
then
you?
you can get charged with if you kill that
If you
cop.
kill that cop,
That's
you
murder.
under the
That's
damn
murder
jail.
against
So-
an officer. Like
Put like this: when the officer or overseer, and what happens when the slaves kill the overseer? Everybody
But,
gets punished.
however, that happened with Tupac.
Mm-hmm.
So I was reading somewhere where these cops were fucking with this dude, and Tupac saw that shit and shot at the cops. He hit one of the cops. He didn't kill him,
Mm-hmm.
but he shot at him, and you know was exchanging gunfire. The whole thing kind of dwindled down, but went into court. He won that case because they were in the wrong. Now think about when that was. That was in the 90s.
Yeah.
Do you think that shit's gonna happen today?
I don't know, bro. It's just hard to say
Put like
because
this: if that happens today, you would have to survive getting arrested from the cops.
Exactly.
And
that's why I don't think it happened.
Hopefully, not have anything happen to you in
Right.
general population.
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
It's.
I mean, it's such a like weird. It's such a bad situation to be in because it's like if you just minding your business
Mhm.
and you just trying to like live life,
Yeah.
and the police come over talking about we're gonna pull you over, shit. You know what I'm saying? All that shit, and then they come up to the window and you in the car and shit, and then they got their guns drawn on you and shit, and they like get your ID out and you like it's in my pocket, they like grab the shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, what y'all gonna shoot me? Like, y'all got y'all guns out. Why y'all got y'all guns out at a routine stop? Like, I don't understand.
Yeah.
You know, like, how
It's
do you
just-
defend yourself like that? And, you know what I'm saying? Like, you trying to defend yourself against the people who trying to defend you.
Mm-hmm.
There's really no answer for that because it's always routine and it's like people just be getting shot and it's just like they just need some damn training or something. It's just a lot of them are scared and they know they're getting away with it as well.
Mhm.
So it's just like if I'm gonna get away with it for the most part, if I can justify this somehow, some way, they gonna get away with it.
That's some sad shit.
How many of you have been stopped for DWB?
Please, all throughout my college
know,
career,
bro.
man.
I don't even know.
Shit.
I've been
But how
stopped
many
a lot of
times
but I don't know if
Me,
it's without-
growing up in Brooklyn,
Mm-hmm.
I've had cops pull guns in my face numerous times.
Word.
Okay?
Yeah.
I can give a prime example. And it was I'll partially take blame, but it was about 3 in the morning, come back to Bushwick. It's me and my boys in the car. We were coming back from a party in Queens. We weren't drunk, we weren't high, none of that stuff. But you know, when you're in the car and you're talking about the night, this and that, hot summer night,
Yep.
windows rolled up.
Yep.
I'm driving, and I'm paying attention, but I'm not paying attention to where I'm going. So I turned up the street called Knickerbocker. Knickerbocker is a one-way. So I'm driving up the one-way street, about 3 or 4 blocks, and people in the street like, yo. And then we had the windows up, so we like, oh, you're going the wrong way. It's like, yo, all right. So I stop about to do a U-turn, and yo, I tell you, like 6 DTs came out of nowhere.
Word.
All of them had guns in the window.
Damn.
Put your hands up! Put your fucking hands up! Put the fucking hands on the fucking car! Yo, hands up! I'm like, officer, let me get license. I'm reaching for my license, my wallet. It's in my back pocket. Yo, when I say I'm moving like real slow to get it out, it's like it's in my back pocket. Keep the flashlight on me. Or see my hands. You know, got it out. They got us all out the car, pat us down, literally tossed the car. This is my mom's car I had. Tossed the car. Where the fuck y'all going? You come back from parties. Y'all drunk? Y'all high? No, not like that. Alright, we know where you live. Go home.
Damn.
Wow.
That's that shit, son.
So I got a story when it came to that, right? So.
I was just talking about this shit.
He was. Alright, so me, Cray, from the previous episodes, Fitz, if y'all watched a lot of the episodes. A few of us in college, we went to this bowling alley. It was a bowling party.
Actually, it was all of us.
Yeah,
It was
a
everybody.
lot of us. Yeah, shout out to Mosey, all of us was out there. So the bowling party got a little crazy. You know, it was other schools there too. So they kicked us all out of the bowling alley. So everybody's trying to get home, right? So a fight breaks out in the parking lot. Somebody got a gun, they start shooting. So we all running. Now, at the time, I'm with my roommate. And I see the crowd going one way. I see Cray New and all our homeboys going one way. But I'm looking at my roommate, and he's going the other way. And I'm like, I can't just let him go that way. So I go with him, right? So we hide behind, like, where a fence and some cars where shots still going off. Shit was crazy. Somebody died that night, didn't it? I think somebody
Got shot in their leg.
Yeah.
And then somebody got shot in the head.
Yeah. It was a crazy ass experience. So when the cops get there and everything, we start getting up thinking everything cool. Shit done died down. We ain't hearing no shots. So they all come at me and my roommate. So it's about 13 cops. All had their guns pointed at us. And I'm like, yo, you fucking serious? I'm just looking, and I look at my roommate, and he's getting ready to run. And I'm like, where the fuck you think you getting ready to go? With 13 cops, all of them white, all of them got guns pointed.
You can't run that bullet.
Yeah, I was like, man, if you don't get the fuck on the ground with me, like, I kind of push him to the ground. We both get on the ground. And that fucking experience, and this is my freshman year of college, coming down straight from DC, Charlotte. I know how cops was back home and shit, but you know, it's a different experience when you got 13 white cops on you.
White cop.
Country as fuck. Guns drawn. Still talking shit. One of them put their boot on my fucking back. You know I was pissed. Just boot on my back, and they just talking with his boot on my back. I said, yo, you gonna get your goddamn boot on my back? He tell me stop talking. So I go like this. He said, I said stop talking and stop moving. So I took his name down. Yeah, I try to do everything I can, but you know that shit only goes
They
don't do shit.
Because because you and they fucking and they feel this shit. Like you playing ball on it in they stadium.
Hell yeah, man. 17 years old. That shit. I'll never forget that shit. I was so fucking pissed.
And it make you feel like
you stick with you for life.
It make you feel like you just don't have no power. Like you can't do shit. Like these motherfuckers just rule everything, you know?
Yeah.
And that's
because of the power of that badge and the power of that gun, they feel that it gives them a god complex.
Yeah.
Just like surgeons, they have that god complex.
Exactly.
Just like my nephew just turned 17, and I called him the other day for his birthday. I'm like, all right, you're 17 now. You're gonna get your permit. Your mom's gonna let you drive, but there's certain rules when you're in New York that you have to follow.
Yeah.
And you have to follow the rules of DWB. And I'm sad and I'm sorry that this is what you got to do. But if these cops pull you over, first thing you do is you put all your windows down. You put your interior lights on. You take them keys out the ignition. You put them right there on the dash. You take, even before they get to the car, make sure you have your wallet and the registration and insurance out. And you sit there with your hands on the steering wheel with your palms up. So they can't see that you closing your hands or you're reaching for anything.
Right.
And then at Baz Mesu, yes sir, why did you stop me for the night? Is there a problem? Did I do something wrong?
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
And after that, you don't see
That's
anything.
so damn sad. And I was just saying, like, if you can walk out of your house and not be afraid, like, you are part of the problem if you don't say anything. If I gotta walk out the house and be afraid for my brother or my sister, like, that's crazy.
It's not something that's going to, it's sad.
It's not gonna change though.
Yeah.
It's
As
really
much
not
as
gonna
we
change.
protest, as much as we try to get this person into office, as we don't have people like Malcolm and Martin anymore. And even if we do, they're too scared to stand up, to say something. Either they're too scared to stand up, they're threatened already by the government, or shut up by the government,
Oh yeah.
or they have no backing and no supporters.
Right.
People will be like, yeah. But honestly, these millennials don't stand for nothing.
Right.
It all started with the whole situation of nobody could be in first place. Everybody's a winner. Not everybody's a winner. You gotta have a winner and a loser. And when they started that everybody gets a trophy, because a participation trophy, it doesn't work like that. That's not how life works.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Life is competition. Like
Mhm.
you always up against somebody when it comes to like the next level. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I mean, like the new generation of kids, man. It's just it's like everybody's just focused on, they're disfocused on like the real shit, and like only focused on like being free and shit. And it's like ain't nobody motherfucking free. And if you really wanted to be free, you wouldn't want to be free and shit, because everybody be doing what the fuck they want to do, and your ass would probably be dead.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like, you know, we live in a system that's full of boxes and shit, and people try to build doors between the boxes and shit so they can increase their size and shit. But everybody's a fucking part of some type of like grand scheme or puppeteering and type shit. But then you got these motherfuckers who live in and outside of the rules and shit, and those are the motherfuckers you can't fight against, because your ass is too busy paying attention to all this other shit that's just unnecessary and stuff. Like all this music and all of these
Social
traditions
media.
and social media, all this bullying bullshit that we so caught up in, being bullied and shit. Motherfuckers been bullied since the beginning of time and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's not like it's different and shit, but because like white kids and shit started wanting to kill themselves and shit over the shit, now it's a problem. You know what I'm saying? And now it's social media's fault and shit. We had MySpace and shit. You know what I'm saying? We had motherfucking
Black Planet.
we had Facebook. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
We had Facebook,
Yeah.
Black Planet. We wasn't
Yeah.
fucking doing that shit. We was had text
We won't discuss
messages.
Black Planet.
You know? And even then, it was still kind of bad, because motherfuckers wouldn't just put the shit. Motherfuckers would take pictures of some stupid shit and then put it up in the school and shit and pass it out and shit. That shit was almost kind of worse and shit, because you don't know until like you get the shit.
Yep.
You know, so I mean, like kids, they just be like so focused on dumb shit, and it makes it hard for like adults who trying to teach them some real stuff and what to focus on to actually get the message through and then get the backing, because the older people, we too old and too busy to be like out there marching and talking and making speeches and shit like that. Motherfuckers, it's like Tupac said, like once you hit a certain age, it's like niggas just lose all their motherfucking power and motivation and shit. That niggas don't want to do shit no more. Like at 40 years old, 45, 35 years old, niggas ain't out in the street over here having conferences and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Not like they used to.
Yeah.
But you know what it is also? The kids nowadays are softer. These kids are soft like butterfly wings. I ain't gonna lie. 'Cause when you to touch on what you said about bullying, like if you go back to I think it was the 80s, they used to have this movie called My Bodyguard. Kid went to school, got bullied. What did he do? He didn't go crying. He went crying, but then he got tough. He's like, you know what? I'm gonna get me a bodyguard, somebody to beat the fuck up out of these bullies that are bullying me. And what happened? He got the bodyguard. Bodyguard beat up the bully. No more problems. Now you can't even defend yourself against the bully because you gonna get in trouble. You know?
Yeah. But then,
you teach your kid to fight and defend yourself. Somebody picking on you. Now you're the bully.
See, I think that is the issue when it comes to the bullying. I feel like parents aren't teaching their kids to defend themselves. Think about it. Okay, if you get in these days, a lot of the kids getting bullied, what they do? They kill themselves. they're not doing anything to the bully. I'm not saying you go kill the bully.
Either
But what,
that.
if you killing yourself because you're being bullied, then you have a problem defending yourself.
Right. It's either that or it's the number twos that are going out there and shooting up the schools.
Yeah.
Columbine.
Yeah.
Really.
But I feel
I
like
just don't
in that
understand, bro.
regard though,
Mhm.
I feel like that is not. I think that is a problem of defending yourself too.
Yeah.
That
You
is
haven't-
because that's
yeah,
a
'cause-
form of bullying.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
they got a whole list of the people that bother them all the way from
Mhm.
elementary on up, and you got this list. I'm gonna kill this person.
But see, like, I just don't understand, like, these motherfuckers. Like, yo, like, the African American race has been bullied since motherfucking generations of our people.
Yeah, that's true.
We ain't never went and shot up a whole school and killed teachers and police officers and shit like that. Like, I don't understand where that shit comes from. Like you fucking deal with the shit and you become stronger and you put all your emphasis and motivation not into fighting back physically, but fighting back in a way that you can overthrow and change, make some changes and shit.
But I think that comes from us being always having to defend ourselves. I mean, think about it. You gotta that comes from a generational aspect as well. Because you got, and I can't say all of us because some black people have killed themselves because they've been bullied.
Yeah.
But if you put us all in a box, which I don't like to do, but we've been taught to defend ourselves ever since we was born.
Right.
We see our parents always defending themselves. So it comes down to us, defend yourself.
Being strong.
Yeah,
all the
you
time.
gotta be
Like
strong.
that.
And
From
that's
a few episodes ago.
yeah, like society has placed that upon us that we always have to defend ourselves regardless. We got to. And that's what it comes down to. And I think that's what translates when it comes to other races and it comes to us. We don't do the shooting up the school because we know how to defend ourselves.
Right.
After we've been kicked and beat, bullied for so long, we know we have to defend ourselves.
So why we not teaching these kids as opposed to like trying to beat the motherfucking bully up and shooting and whatever? Why we not teaching these motherfuckers like, listen, motherfucking the pen is mightier than the sword. You know what I'm saying? Like, why y'all motherfuckers trying to fight this way? You gonna lose. All you know what I'm saying, when you can go this way and do this shit and you can fuck them motherfuckers up way more on paper than you can in physical.
I mean,
They be wanting to kill them motherfuckers.
who's to say we haven't done that though?
But
I'm just saying, like, it's not. I'm speaking like for these motherfuckers who
Yeah.
shooting up the fucking schools and
Oh,
shit.
okay.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not talking about our people. I mean, obviously, I don't
Yeah.
know. That's
our
not-
people, when we have a problem, and if it does come down to guns, we go after that person.
Yeah.
One person.
Yeah.
That one person.
Exactly.
There may be black on black crime, there may be violence in the hood and ghetto, whatever the heck you want to call it. But we go after that
Yeah,
one
9
person.
times out of 10, they might be in a space,
Right.
and other people end up getting shot, but
As
we
a
got that
innocent
one person.
bystander.
Yeah.
We're not trying to take out
The
a
masses,
mall.
Yeah.
We're not trying to take out a school full of kids.
Yeah.
We're not plotting bombs. We're not bringing assault rifles. We're not doing that. There may be black on black crime. There may be problems within the black community, but it doesn't extend to that depth.
Yeah.
Look at all these shootings, these mass shootings.
Yeah.
Las Vegas,
Mm-hmm.
taking out mad people,
Yeah.
and every one of them taken alive. Not a scratch
Exactly.
on them.
So why doesn't like what? So okay. And
But
this-
yet,
this
we're
is-
the threat.
Right.
We're the danger.
Right.
But
That's where I'm about to go.
but that
That's
is
where I'm about to go. That's where I'm about to go.
You know?
Because they'll make the picture out. They'll make a terrorist out to be, and I'm going to say this, people, towel heads. That's what the fuck they call us.
Yeah.
Towel heads, tree niggas,
Mhm.
motherfucking niggas with hoods on and shit.
Yeah.
But the real motherfucking terrorists is the ones that motherfucking took off that white hood.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They took
Them
off the white hood, but they
terrorists.
still got it.
Yeah.
Those is the American terrorists. Like,
Mhm.
stop looking. I'm not saying stop looking at
Foreign
our cultures, but I
outside.
mean, just like the insider threat is not us.
They
You know what I'm
refuse to
saying?
acknowledge domestic terrorism.
Exactly.
They just started like, all right, well, okay, maybe it's about time we say these people are domestic terrorists because that's what they are. But they
Exactly.
would not acknowledge that.
They keep saying mental health.
It's crazy.
Mental, yeah,
Bro,
everybody got mental health
everything is
problems.
damn
They,
mental health.
they just put something out and said that somebody leaked it
Mhm.
and said that black people are now getting focused on I guess intelligence wise worse than they did with Al Qaeda. You got them focused on targeting black people intel wise more than they were looking at Al Qaeda.
Okay.
Like
or
that shit-
the homegrown domestic
Of course,
terrorists,
you
the
already know.
the ones that are up in the backwoods countries of Virginia,
Yeah.
they got stockpiles
That
of
shit's
weapons
crazy,
that are
bro.
just waiting for the fall of society.
Yeah.
And the niggas that's motherfucking terrorizing is the ones that's been trained by the damn United States
By the United
government.
States.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you over here looking at regular people who just want to make their block better and shit by taking out a couple gangsters and shit. You know what I'm saying? Versus
Or the
some,
local drug dealer.
versus somebody who just like, fucking, I love America, I'm gonna kill all the black and fucking brown
Mexicans,
people
brown people,
and white
that's not-
people if they're in the way and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Shit crazy.
nigga, we make the motherfucking country run. Why the fuck you killing us and shit?
because
If it wasn't for us, y'all niggas wouldn't be selling shit.
because in the next
Yeah, that's
5 years they're going to become the minority, and
Exactly.
that's
That's the issue.
The fuck
That's what I
out
be
of them.
telling people. Like, they got their backs
We
up
are
against the
become-
wall.
They're
Yeah,
about
they
to
gonna
be
become the
extinct.
Between
minority.
all the interracial relationships, between all
They becoming
the
extinct.
the inbreeding that they're
Yeah.
doing.
You gonna love this brown baby.
You know, they're scared out of their
Yeah.
motherfucking minds.
But that's why it was a lot of that abortion stuff going on where they was trying to ban the abortion in certain
Yeah.
states because they gonna become the minority.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
They already the minority.
Yeah.
Give it another
I
5
mean,
years.
like, financially, maybe not, but, like, as far as, like, population,
We
they've
made
been
the
the
world
minority since the
go
beginning
round.
of time.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like, that's not, like, I hate when people call us the minority. No, we're the majority.
Yeah.
We the motherfucking ants and they the crickets. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Which
Say
again, if you
ant.
watch Bugs Life, you would understand what I'm talking about. But, you know what I'm saying? Like, we just so fucking scared and we like so used to being drones and being driven to do work and work for motherfuckers and shit like that we're comfortable because the master provides a house, clothes, and shelter and shit for us to motherfucking prosper and shit.
And
As
we've-
opposed to making the shit ourselves.
And we've adopted that crab in a barrel mentality. So if Craig's like, yo, I got this idea, I want to do this, I want to do that. Man, nigga, you ain't gonna do shit.
Right.
You ain't gonna have the money. Ain't nobody gonna give you the fucking
Yeah.
money. Why don't you just go fucking work for the man
Right.
and get him bring that paycheck? No. Why you gotta squash his dreams? Why you gotta?
Yeah.
Right.
We gotta support. Go. We gotta support each other,
Mhm.
and that's the thing. Everybody, you got a black business. Oh, yo, what's up, man? Yo, all right, cool.
Yeah.
Let me get that out for the. Yo, you can't give me a discount?
Yeah.
I still got rent to pay, brother.
Yeah.
Why I gotta give you a discount?
Yeah.
You don't go into the white man's store and ask him for a discount.
Hell no.
He said he gonna mark it up 5 times. That's actually what I'm giving it to you for, and
Right.
you still gonna pay.
Right.
So I'm giving it to you at cost, which is hurting me. But I'm still trying to look out for y'all because I know we don't always have it like that. Because some of us live paycheck to paycheck. But I'm still gonna look out for you. I'm not gonna triple the price like they do.
Yeah.
But yet you still gonna beat me in
Still
my head
wanna
for a
undercut
discount.
me, man. Still want to cut me. Yeah.
No, just pay me what I'm worth.
Yeah.
Pay me what I'm
Right.
giving you. Show me that love.
Yeah.
Right.
That's
You know?
real talk, man.
I mean, shit's crazy, son. Like, the whole idea and concept, like, we could do the shit ourselves and we could, like, barter between ourselves and, like, create business between ourselves, but we just so comfortable with, like,
That's group economics
purchasing,
right there, man.
purchasing from outside resources, which is not a problem if the transition or the transaction was going the same both ways. It's like we buying, and they just collecting. You know what I'm saying? Like, even when we working to pay these motherfuckers and shit.
Yeah.
Like, what? Like, I thought when I work, I'm supposed to receive what the fuck I'm worth and what the fuck I'm doing. You gonna take all this shit out of my fucking paycheck and then be like, oh, here you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then when tax season come around and shit, then you taking more and shit, telling me that I owe you, nigga?
Oh, tax season come around, we'll be happy. But nobody realized, oh yeah, I'm getting this back. you just getting back what you paid.
Right.
You're not getting anything extra.
Right.
Exactly.
That's just change.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's
That's your
just
money.
change.
Mhm.
Oh, I'm getting when I get my taxes, I'm gonna get my refund. I'm gonna do this.
Black Friday.
Bruh.
Well, Black Friday is the after.
Yeah.
That's when they spend it.
Yeah.
Before,
Yeah.
after, whatever.
I'm gonna get this core. I'm gonna buy these rent. What you buying rims for?
I mean, but that's when it comes down to group economics. And
Yeah.
that's what Dr. Claude Anderson was always talking about and preaching. We would go so much further if we just worked together. He said that the black
Nobody
dollar,
wants to help.
and that's the problem. But if you recycle the black dollar should go through at least like 8 other black people's hands before it should go to another race. Think about if we were to do that. If everybody were to buy something, some black owned shoes, go buy, and the person that got the money for the black owned shoes invested into like a black owned printing company where they made their shirts, they made their shoes and everything else. And that keeps cycles all around.
Well,
Think
that
about
was
how
Fubu.
think about how that would elevate the whole freaking community.
But
Just think about
that's the thing. Like we've been doing that shit, but we always
I was
get
about to
played
say,
for doing the shit.
It's not even,
You got
you
Fat
get
Farm,
undercut.
Fubu.
Yeah, Carl Kanai.
You got local shit that's been that niggas be doing all days in DC and shit.
Yeah.
And what's the joint? The
Hobo.
and shit and all of that shit. Like we be doing it, but it's like we don't support each other because
It don't last
motherfuckers want
long
to push
enough.
up Gucci and that
Yeah.
shit ugly as fuck.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We eat felines. Them fucking
And
shoes
you know,
look like
Clark
some
and I still
shit.
makes clothing.
Why the fuck y'all wearing them bullshits?
Yeah.
Clark and I still makes clothing.
Oh really?
Yeah,
I
they
didn't
still,
even know
they
that.
still,
Sean John,
Mhm.
Rockefeller,
what's
Rockefeller, they still come out
and
with shit?
and
No.
trends
No.
and name brand.
Mhm.
Look, remember Tommy Hilfiger? Tommy Hilfiger came straight out
Yeah.
and said, "I do
Yeah.
not make my clothes for niggas."
Yeah.
Straight up.
Timberland.
Okay.
He said the
Did
same
not-
thing. The whole
That's what
tree.
the fucking tree.
Yeah.
That was a picnic tree.
Yep.
Picnic and hanging from a fucking tree.
Exactly.
But we still rock it.
Still
We
rock it.
still buy it.
I
We still
swear,
support it.
I still got my butters, my beef and broccoli. So I'm sorry.
Yeah. I ain't giving them my Timbs. But
Oh
still,
my God.
Yeah.
I ain't bought no Timbs, I ain't bought none of that shit.
I'm Brooklyn. I'm sorry. That's in my
I
blood.
feel you. I feel
Yeah.
you.
I had
But-
this forever.
I feel you.
Nah, cuz.
But it's
But I
not.
still support. I'll
Some
still
shoes
buy
are
Rockaway.
Mhm. But people, I mean, that's you, the individual.
But I mean, like, it's just like, I mean, it's not like Sean John shit is ugly, you know, or like Rockaway shit is ugly, or Fat Farm, or Baby Fat, or none of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, stuff that some of that stuff was really, really nice. They had some nice shit.
Exactly.
But like, you got people like Gucci who use the same fucking colors, the same words, and
Yep.
they switch it around and put it on some ugly ass shit and make a rap song about it. Now everybody, you know what I'm saying? Versace, that shit is.
If you got that
That
little,
just is kind of nice. I wouldn't
that
wear
little
it.
50 Cent rapper, you know, everybody's a rapper these days. And yo, did you see what he was wearing? You saw that Gucci belt? You saw that Fendi?
But I think that
But you
goes
can't-
back to.
You can't afford that. You can't pay rent, but you trying to buy a $200 fucking belt.
I think that goes back to what No Knowledge was saying in a previous episode. When it comes to these different brands and stuff that all these rappers are talking about, they're getting paid to do
True.
it. He said
It's
Adderall. He said
advertising.
Adderall. All them stocks was going crazy.
Yeah.
Draco, all that because
Yeah.
everybody was
Yeah.
pushing
Putting
that shit
it
out.
Pushing it.
The minute
It's,
it's
a part
funny
of, it's
because
a part of marketing. and
yeah,
shit.
but J. Cole was saying that. J. Cole said that a long time ago. Stop investing in these companies. You gotta put the money into these black-owned businesses. That way, rappers will start talking about black-owned stuff,
Right.
and that's how that shit will get better. So the
Yeah.
minute that we actually start supporting our own,
Right.
they will start
Because
supporting
like
us too.
even with sports players and shit now they be signed. Now they got it where like players are signing on to like one company and the one company is making a specific shoe for that. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Where it's like, okay, Jordan did that shit, but then Jordan separated.
Yep.
Now Jordan, he got some thirsty shit going on and shit,
Yeah.
but he's a pioneer.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He was I don't know, the Chucks was for, who was the Chuck? Who?
Converse.
Converse.
Tails, yeah.
Chuck Taylor's, okay. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? But, you know, Michael Jordan took it a step further and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now he makes his own shoes. And you got all these basketball, football players, it's like, I don't know if they lazy and they don't want to just handle the business themselves of doing the shit, or they just like it's just easy money and shit for them to just sign on to for Nike. Like, yeah, Nike make them shoe. Oh, okay, yeah, I like those. Those are cool. You know what I'm saying? Like,
who was it that came out? I can't. Which basketball player that came out with the
Starberries?
Yeah, the Starberries.
Stephen Marbury. And the store, Stephen Berry's.
Yeah.
They were decent sneakers, but
$20.
They didn't have the name
backing
of Jordan or Nike. And mind you, it only cost Nike what? $10 to make them damn sneakers?
Less than that.
To make them Jordans?
right.
And they $200? I can see a couple I like, but I can't bring myself
to buy them.
To pay $200 for a pair of sneakers.
Bro.
That's not making me run faster.
Right.
It's not making me jump higher.
You can't use them in every fucking part of your life.
Right.
Them shits hurt.
Well, actually, no. Them shits do be comfortable.
I tried. My feet was hurt.
The LeBrons is comfortable as
well, it
shit.
depends on your foot type, sir.
Yeah.
You got fat ass foot.
Honestly,
but they fall apart.
Real talk. The only thing that they will do is pull a chick.
Well, that's pulling whack shit. Because if I'm worried about your damn, they gotta be clean. Your sneakers do gotta be clean. But I'm not worried about if you got a damn Jordan or not.
Women look at a man from his feet up. They will see what you have.
They need to be clean. I will say that. Now, if your shoes are dirty, I'm not looking at you.
They will look at what you have on your feet, and then they'll work their way up. Like, okay, well, you got and
nice teeth.
And I never believed it. I never believed it until one summer I was in Brooklyn and I stepped out. I got some Jordans. Stepped out my car, walked to the store, and first thing Shorty said was, "Hi, how you doing? Damn, you got some nice sneakers."
Word.
I was like, "Word? It's the sneakers."
Hot boy summer.
I had some nice shades one summer when I went down to Miami Carnival.
Oh, he thought it was fly, y'all.
I didn't think I was fly. I didn't realize, and I was like, shades? Like, that really got me mad attention. Like, they're like, yo, I like your shades. I was like, offer some Chanel shades? Really? I got this attention. I'm like, wow.
I don't know. Certain things do draw attention.
No, they do.
I can see a chick wear some
because when you look a certain way, certain women, if they ain't got their own, it automatically makes them think like, okay, he takes care of himself and he has some dough.
I'm not gonna lie. When I see some chicks with like some red bottoms, I'll be like, God damn. Like, it's just the way that they make the leg look. You know what I'm saying? Just how they arched and all that shit. That shit is like, it's kind of sexy. But it's just, I mean, like, they're black people and there are other cultures that make nice shit too. Like,
so, bro, if she got red bottoms and still sleep on her air mattress, it don't work.
I mean, I understand that, but I'm just talking about for kicks and giggles. You know what I'm saying? She looks good.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna go after her because she got one.
Yeah.
But it's the marketing too.
Yeah.
You're not, when you don't got people marketing you right, like Gucci, you got all them stars marketing. So then of course everybody wanted, I want to be like them. So of course, let me go spend my last dollar on this Gucci shirt.
So how do we get, I mean, I know you were saying
like
earlier.
I want to be like Mike.
I know you were saying earlier how like if we start investing more into black, then we can get like these, you know, these stars and shit. But how do we get them motherfuckers to get on board? Like, cause they're the ones that's leading the cultures and the times and shit. We need to get them on board so that other people can start saying, okay, this is the thing to do.
So I think one of the key things is we gotta really do your research. I mean, there are leaders out here in the community, and they're getting older.
Yeah.
Their stuff is out there. People just got to do their research. Like I was saying with Dr. Claude Anderson, that man has been preaching for the longest.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't even know his name.
But I'm talking about the ones that the kids is looking up to. Like, kids ain't knowing about Claude Anderson, these motherfuckers like that. They looking at Steph Curry and motherfucking.
The one person they should have looked at was Nip.
I mean, but son, these is
But
kids.
he
bro.
too.
I mean, but no, you gotta when it comes to kids, you already know they listen to music.
But they
Right.
listen to music that don't got no sense to it.
Right.
Or ain't speaking about nothing.
You want to get the motherfuckers that sound stupid as shit so that to promote the smart shit without them really
But that
knowing.
goes back to what I was saying.
You know what I'm saying?
The stupid ones are the ones getting paid by these damn companies.
Right, but
Push
what
that
I'm
shit.
saying is, how do we get them little dumb motherfuckers on board?
But
You
they
gotta-
don't even have the concept. They not their mindset is not how like J. Cole
So
or
you-
them. So if somebody paying them to wear they shit, they not about to do the work to be
So I
like,
think
oh,
it's
let
just
me
like,
Marcus.
okay, so if you got some paper and shit, say you got like, you know what I'm saying, you a millionaire, you doing the thing and shit. You don't think paper will talk?
It's not gonna talk. Look at Colin. I can't say his last name.
Kaepernick.
Kaepernick.
Mm-hmm.
He made a stand. Did any of them, any of these rappers, of these young rappers, of these trap music rappers, say, yo, he's making a difference. Yo, he's standing up for our people that are still getting killed by these cops. Yo, let me do something. Let me see if I can collaborate with him. Let me reach out to
Oh.
him.
No.
Any of them reach out to him.
Hell no.
Okay.
And
None of them.
then on top of that, it seemed like the old rappers didn't even reach out to him.
Some of them.
Only
did.
I about to say with a few.
Yeah.
Like which
Yeah.
ones?
I think Diddy.
Yeah.
Jay-Z, I think.
Cole.
J.
J.
Cole.
Cole.
J. Cole did
Jay-Z
it.
reached out.
Any of the rappers that had name, made a difference,
Mm-hmm.
that had some hold in the community that's old school, they might have.
I feel like that's the generational aspect of it. That generation really did.
I mean, J. Cole is like kind of our generation.
But he's the last one with some damn sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. 'Cause the rest of them,
You think
the so-called trap
15-year-olds
music,
listen to J. Cole?
it ain't making, it doesn't make any sense. They're not reaching out. They're not making a positive vibe.
They
Trap
trapping.
music is not about
They
positivity.
trapping your
It's not about
mindset,
building
man.
you up. It's literally bringing you down.
Yeah, you right.
And half of them niggas don't even still do the shit that they fucking promoting, man.
Right.
Like, I'm putting some names out there, yo. Like, when it comes to like 2 Chainz, Future, and all that shit, how they was preaching all that shit early on,
Yeah.
they weren't living them lives, yo. They
They was
wasn't.
married,
Yeah.
had families.
Man,
2
2
Chainz,
Chainz
he got
master's
degrees,
degree.
right? He got degrees out here.
Yeah.
Vegetarians and shit. Talking about getting chicken. Nigga, you ain't
Hey,
eating
man,
chicken.
like, come the fuck on, yo.
Chicken, nigga.
Man.
But 2 Chainz has changed it up though.
And that's why, yeah, I
He
did say
has
early on.
went a different way
Yeah,
now.
Yeah, he had.
More
But I
positive,
mean, like,
and I actually
too,
like it.
But I mean, like, a thing with them is too, like, you gotta get, like, at the end of the day, niggas trying to get money. And then you gotta get in there before you can actually start changing up and shit. How you supposed to
so
get
you
in- get
saying
your
you
foot
got
in
a code switch?
I mean, that's what niggas do.
Basically, yeah.
Niggas do that shit all the time.
Yeah.
Not that well.
Not
New
every
rappers.
Yeah.
If
These
you go
old
to
I
old
say
school,
old
niggas.
rappers
look
is
at
doing that shit too.
KRS One.
Ooh.
When did KRS One ever code switch?
It's a lot of rappers who was out here motherfucking saying they was doing shit, but they wasn't really doing the shit.
Like,
Well, we just talked about Future.
I'm
and,
talking about
like
in the
talking
90s
about
and shit.
who?
Motherfuckers talking about they getting all this pussy, but really they fucking dudes and shit.
Who?
Come on now.
Yeah,
I don't wanna put no- I don't wanna put no names out
I
there.
heard you. I mean, yeah, and
I don't want to put no
that's
names
the
out
music industry.
there.
Who to say they ain't doing that shit now? Either.
They probably are, but I'm saying.
Lil Wayne
But
and
what
all
I'm
that
saying
other
is,
Nah, we
they
talking
was
about
doing
older.
that shit
Oh,
too.
So
Talking about
in the 90s was they was
Did,
doing
I mean,
that
I
shit.
heard about Diddy.
Talking about,
Is
you know.
Diddy?
That nigga over there sucking dick in the back
I mean, R. Kelly is one. He was over here his shit is called 12 Play. He was playing with 12-year-olds and shit.
Oh my God.
Really? You gonna throw on the bus like that? Oh, it's something
80s ain't nothing, bro.
already.
Wait, no, that was the Leo.
I mean, they was together, so I guess it coincided.
Oh my
But
God.
I'm just saying though, yo. The whole time they was talking about that shit, and we thought they were talking about some grown shit, but they was talking about some young shit.
Talking about some little kids.
So
shit.
niggas be coming in
shit.
the game front, and they just be trying to get in the game and get that paper and shit. But then when he came out with that, I believe I can fly and shit, all that shit just kind of get washed away and shit.
It came right back though.
Yeah.
That tide came right the fuck back in.
And then he
With the
gonna,
vengeance.
he gonna come out with it in the closet, part 80,000 and shit, and everybody gonna forget about that shit.
Oh shit.
You know?
That shit, man.
Remember the Boondocks episode with R. Kelly?
Boondocks coming back too, y'all.
Yeah. Can't wait for that. Yeah.
Y'all really watch that?
Hell yeah.
You never watched the Boondocks?
Yeah, that shit.
Oh, you
on.
tripping?
You got
Sorry,
to.
guys.
Even
Uncle Ruckus?
That
Oh
shit-
my God.
That shit funny, y'all.
That shit,
Yeah, Boondocks is classic,
and it's real.
hilarious.
That shit real. Yo.
Real talk.
Some of that shit be a little extra, but
Man,
Wait,
that
it
shit
be
tight.
good stuff.
You gonna tell me classic nigga moments is not real?
That shit real as
Some of that
fuck.
shit
You
be
done
like-
stepped on my fucking sneakers. You done stepped on my motherfucking. You stepped on my motherfucking sneakers.
Yeah,
What
some
the
of
fuck
that
you
shit-
gonna do?
some of that
What the
shit
fuck
be
you
OD,
gonna do?
but
man?
it's a good though.
Yeah.
I just don't want white people thinking that this is how we are on an everyday basis. 'Cause they love that shit for some reason.
Yeah, they do.
But I could just be like, okay, Homer.
Well, hold on. They gonna think about it. They gonna be like, well, damn, that's just wrong. Well, hey, let's appropriate that. Let's just be just like that.
Right.
Yeah, and they're gonna do it,
Cultural
and they're gonna
appropriation.
take it and make it their own, like everything else.
Honestly, there's a lot of these little young white kids that's trying to be like these fucking rappers, and they just
Bruh,
That
stupid.
shit
bro.
boggles my mind.
That shit's
yo.
crazy.
Shit
They getting bad too.
blew my mind. Me and my cousins had to be what, late '90s, mid '90s, in Manhattan, down by the village. We're in the car, windows down. Two white boys across the street in front of us. Yo, my nigga, what's up?
Whoa.
Soul clap with the pound across the heart on the back. Yo, my nigga, yo, what the fuck you going, my nigga? And I'm looking at my cousin like, yo,
no.
for real,
What?
am I drinking? Yo, straight
Oh,
up. Yo,
hell
that shit
no.
never left my mind. I just like,
So
yo.
what happened? He was cool with your cousin?
No, it
They were
was
just
two
in
white
front
boys
of
just
him.
walking in front. We were stopped at
That's
the
what
light.
did- that's
And
what
They were like, yo, what up, my nigga? What up, my nigga? How the fuck
what
you
did
doing,
you guys
nigga?
do? What y'all
That's
do?
what the white. that's
I
what
sat in the
white
car, I
man
looked at my
said.
cousin, I'm like, yo, did that shit just really the fuck happen?
Y'all were just baffled.
Yes!
Confused? as
Yeah.
fuck?
That is crazy.
Oh, but the
Look,
shit
white
I used to love to do,
Look, white people, it shocks us too.
the shit I used to love to do, like if we in traffic and they cross the street or walking by the car, I'd be like, lock the door, lock the door, lock the door. They would look like, what are they doing? Why are they locking the door? And I'm like, yeah, but
Shit,
now you know what it feels, right?
With these
Yeah.
massive shoes, you gonna have to
Yeah.
start acting like,
Right,
oh
come
shit,
around.
let's get out of here. There's too many
Yeah.
white people getting here.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, now
going,
y'all motherfuckers know how to shit fit. Y'all gonna learn.
but going
What
back
goes
to
around
that,
comes around.
going back to the massive shootings and all that,
Mhm.
you already know the first thing they try to preach about is regulation.
Yeah.
What's your stance on regulating guns in America? Now, let me just do a little backstory because Trini Mike, you've done security for a lot of our Creative Mind Alliance shows,
Mhm.
for all of them actually.
Yeah.
So you kind of have that mindset when it comes to, being armed and all that
Yeah.
other stuff. So how do you feel about regulation in America? Everybody can chime in, but I really want to hear from you because you have that expertise.
First thing I want to say is classic statement: guns don't kill people.
People kill people.
You can kill a person with a pencil, a
Yeah.
knife, a bomb, gas, anything.
Yeah.
That if you want to take out people, it doesn't matter whether you have an AR-15 or a Glock 19 with a double barrel drum on it,
Mhm.
which is going to spray
Yeah.
like 50 bullets per minute.
Yeah.
That's not an accurate representation, but still.
Yeah.
Whether you stop a bump stop or
Mhm.
ban a bump stop, it's not going to stop somebody from doing what they want to do.
I agree.
If they want to go out there and mass kill people,
Mhm.
they're going to do it. You can get a Glock, you can get a handgun, holds a 30-round clip.
Mhm.
Sorry, 30-round magazine. And it's still going to do just as much
Exactly.
damage
Exactly.
as an AR-15,
Mhm.
as Tech 9.
Mhm.
Banning the guns is not going to stop the people.
Mhm.
Controlling who gets the guns, who could get a permit, is not going to stop the people.
Mhm.
The FBI, CIA, NSA, whatever they want to call themselves, they know, literally, I might be speculating, might be the conspiracy theorist in me,
Mhm.
they know who's going to do what they're going to do when they want to do it.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
it's up to your neighbors. You see Cray Luke one day acting all strange, and you know he's a normally friendly person, but he's not talking to you now. All of a sudden you call him, he's not answering his calls. You're his best friend. You come over, yo, Cray, what's good, man? How you been, man? You haven't come to work. You don't call nobody. Come over. His place is normally he's meticulous. His place is a mess. Dishes in the sink. You see the signs, but you ignore it. You see him muttering to himself, like, yo, this fucking white people, fucking black niggas, niggas everywhere. Mexicans are taking over this, they, and that. Do something.
Yeah.
Say something. Talk to him.
Yeah.
Call his family, like, yo, what's going on with Cray?
Yeah.
Nothing's going on with Cray, though.
Goddamn sick of these goddamn snakes on this goddamn plane.
But it falls under, I think, being proactive.
Yeah.
Instead of reactive.
Yeah.
Everything in this country is reactive. Something happens, oh, let's do this.
Yeah.
9/11 happened, oh, let's do this.
The signs were there.
Yeah.
But on top of that, they not trying to really. They want to control the guns, but honestly, they not because they making bread off of that shit.
Yeah.
But do y'all think they could bring in martial law?
Do I think they can? Hell yeah. If
Yeah,
they
that's
want
what
to.
I mean, they can, but
do that
do
shit.
y'all think it's gonna happen?
I don't know about that.
There was oh, what was that movie? There was a movie with Denzel Washington. And Bruce Willis. I can't remember the name of it, but they were on American soil hunting terrorists. And I think part of this is a movie quote, and what he said was, if you bring in the military into U.S. citizens, civilian lives, you're not taking like a tweezer to the situation. You're bringing in a broadsword. Once you involve the military on U.S. soil in martial law, all chaos is going to happen.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Because first I'm an American citizen.
Yeah.
You have no right to detain
And I'm
me.
gonna tell you all this: it ain't gonna be us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna be y'all.
Yeah. You have no right to detain me.
That's true.
I have a right to bear my arms.
Throwing
I don't
bombs in
care.
people's windows.
I don't care if you're the military. And it's going to be
A mess.
Bananas.
national disaster.
Yeah.
What was that when
Okay.
they had the military out here in Charlotte?
Because of that shoot.
That shooting.
What
the
shooting
cops
was that?
and the black guy.
Oh, and we
Yeah.
forgot about the college shooting right here in UNC.
Yeah. Yeah.
Another one of the number twos.
Yeah. That's true.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's true. Me.
Right in our backyard.
The way I think about it. So when it comes to the regulation, like you said, I don't care how much they regulate the shit. That does not mean that this shit is not gonna happen again.
Right.
You can regulate as much as you want. You can talk about somebody's mental capacity all you fucking want. Somebody who could be smart as a whip, never had anything, no history, which has been a few shootings, can snap at any moment and do that. So
Man, look.
what's the solution to that?
Marijuana.
Because clearly,
Legalize the herb.
Legalize that shit and it'll become
Every nigga profit.
I don't think that's a bad idea. But there's no, I really don't think there's any solution to that shit. I really don't.
I think what would be a solution is stop having everybody struggle. If you are struggling to pay Peter, Paul, and John, and you take him from Paul to pay Peter, that stress builds on you.
Yeah.
Money literally is the root of all evil.
Yeah.
It builds on you. You don't have enough money to feed your crying child. You don't have enough money to pay your rent. You don't have enough money to buy food for your family. You don't have enough money to keep the lights on in your house. Bill collectors are calling you. If you're married, your wife is in your ear. And that stress could build on you.
Yeah.
It affects you. Whether you wanted to, whether you think about it or not, it gets to you.
Yeah.
And some people get to that point where they could snap. Okay?
But some of these mass shooters is damn kids. They ain't got no wives.
Yeah.
They living in fucking mansions. Like the dude in El Paso, they said his damn house was crazy. He lived with his parents and it was like a little mini mansion.
Wow.
Like,
Right. He just ain't had nothing to
Well,
do that day.
He had nothing to do that day.
He just got finished playing Call of Duty and shit. And started fucking people calling
But they were saying he was a Trump supporter.
Yeah.
But and
all
see,
that
that's
stuff.
another thing. This motherfucker got people's heads fucked up. Like
He
Trump,
got him coming out.
yo, you
the
said
fucking
like,
woodwork.
yo, this the
Yeah.
thing, yo, Trump. You keep spitting all of this shit, talking all this crazy shit about all this race, yo. You gonna start getting your people killed and shit, cause motherfuckers gonna start getting tired of getting shot at Walmart, and we gonna start busting back. And I hate to say that shit, but yo, stop doing that shit, yo.
Yeah.
Cause motherfuckers will only go so far before you kill the wrong kid, and then now motherfuckers is going into the police precincts and blowing shit up and doing wild shit. You know what I'm saying?
Shit like that could happen.
Get tired.
Stop that racist shit, man, because niggas is getting tired of that shit. Like, we been tired of this shit, and it's like Tupac said, it's gonna get to a point where motherfuckers gonna start tripping the fuck out and eating motherfuckers and shit. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Yum,
true.
yum.
You know, stop fucking these
Yeah.
people's heads up, getting them all pumped up on all this coke and motherfucking shit. They walking up on black people like black people give a fuck. Like, yeah, you white and shit, but nigga, your ass will get shot fucking too. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Your ass can
And a lot of them got their asses whooped. Now, a lot of them got their
you know,
asses
stop rolling up on people's cars, shooting them in their cars and shit because the
Yeah.
music loud. Stop doing all this crazy
Yeah.
ass shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Massive shootings and shit. Like, stop that shit because you're gonna cause a ripple effect, and then other cultures are gonna start retaliating because they gonna get tired. Their brother just got killed and shit like that. Now you gonna have international terrorists and national terrorists on the same soil and shit doing the
We
same
have a
shit.
straight civil war.
You know, so you the president. You need to set an example. Stop being a bitch. You know what I'm saying? Stop
He
being.
can't set an example
Stop doing
because
that
he
shit.
doesn't know better.
Right, he don't
He
know no
is
better.
he
His
is
ass is
literally
educated. He knows some
ignorance incarnate. Okay, ignorance incarnate.
Racism and bigotry at its finest.
Yes.
You got people who agree with that silly ass shit. Those fucking
And
stupid
they
ass
they
connotations and ideas.
they feel this man can do no wrong, and I don't understand it. It scares me.
That shit kills me. I just don't get it, dog.
No, what scares me is that the fact that there are people that fucking ignorant and
Yeah.
dumb
Yeah.
that believe this man. I honestly think they think he could walk on water if he wanted to.
But another thing I think it is too, I think, you know, so a lot of their culture don't like being wrong.
Yeah.
When they make a decision, that's the decision. They're right regardless if they're wrong. And they will argue that shit down, knowing that they're wrong, knowing all the statistics and all the fucking bullshit. They will still go against what you're saying as if they're right. And I just think that, like, that's just a lot of these people. Like, they just want to, but they make themselves believe that they're right so that they can fight any argument.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? And it's
Wrong
like,
and strong.
it's like, bro, like, if you wrong, you wrong. The shit is wrong. We know it's wrong. Stop trying to act like the shit is right. Like, let's get it right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you so fucking smart and you believe that what he's saying is true, then, fuck, I don't fucking know. God damn it, shoot yourself. Shit. God damn it. You know what I'm saying? Don't shoot us. You know what I'm saying? You want to kill somebody, go kill yourself. You tired of fucking black people and shit. Don't
Yeah.
fucking, you know what I'm saying? What the fuck?
Straight up.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to tell nobody to kill themselves, but I don't want to die. What the fuck?
He can definitely go fuck himself.
Yeah.
You know?
Take yourself down. Don't take me with you.
Yeah.
Right.
I got a question for y'all. How do y'all feel about? I mind you, I have nothing against them. If that's your life, that's your life. I'm happy for you. Do what you want to do. The LGBTQ community getting reparations.
Whatever,
Before-
because I still ain't get my 3 acres and a fucking meal.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
Reparations.
And
for
they,
what?
you know, they're gonna get the reparations for them being who they are and what they've suffered.
So they
through.
deserve something.
That's what they
So
So
you
say.
what?
telling
So
me-
I'm not worth a damn?
So you telling me a sexual orientation gets a reparation
It's worth
before
more.
a race does?
But if it was an animal would get their reparations.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Before
That's
us
a
as colored
species.
people will get ours.
That's a species. We talking about species, we talking about races, and then we talking about sexuality. We talking about ideas.
Mhm.
You get reparations for an idea? Come on now.
Wow.
Yep. And I
Because you like
guarantee
sticking your penis
that
in
shit
booty
will
holes,
fall
you
fucking
believe.
fast before we get any kind of reparations. for our ancestors being slaves.
Like, I don't have nothing against
And
gay
that's
people
where we
and
say
all that shit,
good
but
night.
it's not a fucking, it's not a race, dog. It's a sexual
choice.
preference.
Yeah.
It's a
You know,
lifestyle choice.
That's like me fucking getting reparations because all I like to wear is suits versus casual clothes. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I like casual clothes, so I think I deserve to be let into every building and shit.
That's crazy. Yeah, that's
You
some
know?
wild shit.
I don't gotta pay nothing. I don't gotta do no work. I just gotta show up and just look the part.
Wow.
You know? So anybody could just be like, yeah, you know.
Well, I guess I'm going to that side then, so I can get my damn reparations. Cause I ain't gonna get them on my side. Our 3 acres interview.
Actually, you might
Hey,
get double.
hated it. I'm going on that side. Yeah.
I mean, I guess it'd be better to ask like maybe a homosexual group that type of question.
Yeah.
You know, cause
Nah, I
To
came
be
across,
continued on that
straight
then.
people, we just, you know.
I
don't
came
know.
across
Any kind of
some on
bias.
Facebook the other day, and that's where the thought came to me from.
Mhm.
I'm trying to see if I can find it again.
It's wild. Like reparations for being a goddamn born. Like,
I ain't hear about
Like,
that.
I understand
I did hear
Shit.
something, but I didn't like go into depth about it because I really could care less. I
Yeah.
guess.
That shit stupid. That shit
If I ain't get mine, what the hell?
I don't know. It's just
How would you even try to dispense out the money? Like, how would you prove that you
I'm
get it?
telling you, I'm about to be straight.
I guess they gotta watch you do the shit.
I
Oh, kiss this nigga.
mean, bust some slob.
I'm like, come here,
No, son.
come here, girl.
Oh, shit.
Oh, I don't got nothing against that shit, but no, it's,
No, but that's just crazy though.
like if you like to do nasty shit.
I feel like, you know, live your life, but I just don't feel like it should be pushed on
I think it's-
everyone.
Exactly.
I just
Like, live your life, like, be happy. If that's what makes you happy, wonderful. I'm all for it, but I don't feel like why it has to be forced. Like, we making the children in these bathrooms. Like, I was watching
man.
something on social
That's-
media where they were talking about it in school, and it was like elementary school. I think it was, I don't know where it was, but the little girl got detention because she didn't want to talk about it.
wow.
And she's just like, I just don't want to talk about it. And she got, you know, sent to the,
Serious?
and I was just like, to force that on little kids, like, let them be children.
But that's a part of like an ulterior motive, man. Like they trying to push that shit, so then like later
It
on.
breaks down the home, the household, and the dynamics of a
Well,
family.
Yeah.
But then they're also trying to push this whole pedophilia shit as well.
Yeah.
That shit is coming
Yeah.
down the pipeline.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
agree.
They already got to where adults can marry 16-year-old with the parents' consent or some shit like that.
Oh yeah, that's that Midwest shit.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
So here it
saying?
is. 67 million gay pride reparations bill. RZA Islam on Facebook. That's why I saw that ad.
That's wild.
Yeah.
How do you even like justify that shit? Like,
That's what I'm saying. Like,
I'm about to go, we gotta go get a coat
Oh,
shirt,
yeah.
guys.
Yeah.
go suck his dick.
you
Let me see you suck his dick.
You get this property. You get this property if you can suck his cock.
Oh,
It's just
shit.
nasty, dog. I'm
Yeah,
sorry,
that
bro.
shit is sick.
Even if you straight, it's just not cool to do certain shit in public, cuz.
Fuck no, yo.
You know what I'm saying? Like slobbing somebody down in line, it's still slobbing somebody down in line. I don't want to sit there and watch a man and a woman slob each other down in fucking line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's just, I feel like it's just out of respect for like, you know,
Everybody else.
everybody else. Because everybody else is not into that shit.
Dirty Mouth Radio.